Well, welcome back to the CloudFrontDesk video tutorial. This time I will explain about how to record an advance deposit or deposit given by a prospective guest whose check-in is still not today, so it's still a few days ahead, but he has made a deposit. So the term is in there are two deposits at the hotel, namely advance deposits and guest deposits, where if the guest deposit is already in the hotel in the room, while the advance deposit is still in the form of good reservation data, so we will record how to enter the advance deposit in the reservation list. Okay, let's start maybe from the first. We enter the front desk reservation list, booking. Now there is a booking list later advance deposit. We start entering it from this booking list, so we start entering. Okay, for example, we will choose one. For example, on behalf of Zidane, Zidane has the status still confirmed, not a deposit, yes, so it is a deposit. It can be seen from the status. Okay, we're all, for example, Zidane, how to enter an advance deposit. For example, Zidane has transferred to our account, then he checks in, it's still a few days away, so we enter it through the reservation list. We edit it on Zidane's behalf. Now we edit it, so we have a position like this on behalf of Zidane. Confirm. There is no deposit option here, so the deposit must be added in value. There is a number that we must enter. So for example, Zidane made an advance deposit, so here I click add deposit on Zidane's behalf, equate it with the value of the room price, which is 500, then I submit. You sure want to add this deposit? Okay, add deposit success. Now this is the status of this deposit. The choice is no longer confirmed because the deposit has already given a value from the advance deposit, so Zidane has transferred amount of money, so that the status becomes a deposit. This cannot be replaced unless the deposit is removed. What happens when we have made a deposit on Zidane's behalf? If we look at the booking, on Zidane's behalf the status has been deposited or deposited, so there is already an incoming deposit in Zidane's name. What happens when the deposit has been entered to Zidane's data? So if I look at the cashier's deposit list, it's listed as a deposit which is outstanding, meaning that the guest still hasn't checked in. This deposit is still there, namely on behalf of Zidane. Hey, on that date, then his arrival on that date, he has already paid 500,000. In the group, it's outstanding, while those in the group apply. It's like David's example, he can check in on David's behalf, he has deposited here. The advance deposit has been completed, so what if you enter the advance deposit from edit, check in on behalf of Zidane, then the bill for the guest folio will be worth the advance deposit was in the form of a minus, so he already has a deposit. It automatically goes into his bill, which means that when he is charged in the room or another charge, deposit has become a counterbalance that he has already paid us. For example, he checks in, because the date is not the same, so I can't check in right. Are you sure want to check this reservation? Okay, he can't check in, date must be today, so we have to edit the date first to the current date so we can see the effect of this deposit. Here it is, I made it for 2 days, I saved it. Okay, Zidane is below, now he is here because his position is ready to check in when my date is the same as today's date. It can automatically check in. I checked in right. Let's try to check in right. Are you sure want to check in? Okay, now check-in was successful. What happened? He became a guest in house. It seems that if you are in a guest in house it won't be visible. What's the difference in Zidane and so on? Yes, but what we will see later, the difference is at the cashier. Guest folio, we see here the guest folio under Zidane's name. If we look at the bill, here it is. If this means there is a deposit, there is a minus. Zidane's name is here. Advance deposit 500 will automatically enter here, so later if there is a room bill, it will be paid off because it was paid in advance like that, so the advance deposit has an effect. When he checks in, he will deduct it from the deposit and reduce the bill on the guest's bill. It can't be seen here, but when he checks in he immediately reduces the bill. So about the advance deposit, hopefully it's understandable. Thank you.